Title: 13 Lessons on Turning Rejection to Your Favor. Marcus Aurelius' Stoicism. Have you ever experienced the feeling of having a door slammed in your face? That moment when you give your all, only to be met with a resounding no? It can be disheartening, like standing at the edge of a cliff, unsure if you'll ever make it to the other side. But what if I told you that this rejection could be the key to unlocking a future you never even dreamed of? Today, we're not just talking about dealing with rejection. We're talking about transforming it into the most powerful tool in your arsenal. Stick around, because I'm going to show you how every closed door could actually be a window opening to something extraordinary. In life, there are times when you might feel ignored or overlooked. It's easy to let these moments make you feel small or unimportant. But here's the thing. These moments are actually golden opportunities for you to rise above the negativity. How you react to being ignored says a lot about you. By choosing not to let it bother you, you're showing how much you respect and value yourself. When someone doesn't see your worth, it's not your loss, it's theirs. You know your value, and you don't need someone else's approval to confirm it. This is something Marcus Aurelius, a famous Stoic philosopher, would agree with. He believed in focusing on our own actions and responses rather than getting upset over things outside of our control. Instead of dwelling on the negative feelings of being overlooked, redirect your energy into things that genuinely make you happy. Spend time on activities that you love, things that make you forget about the rest of the world for a while. Whether it's a hobby, a sport, or just relaxing with a good book, it's important to do things that bring you joy. Equally important is surrounding yourself with people who appreciate and value you. These are the friends and family members who know your worth and treat you with the respect you deserve. Being with them reminds you that you're valued and loved. As Aristotle once said, in the arena of human life, the honors and rewards fall to those who show their good qualities in action. So take action by investing your time and energy in positive relationships and activities that reaffirm your self-worth. Remember, ignoring the negativity isn't about getting even with those who have overlooked you. It's about focusing on the positive aspects of your life and continuing to build a life you love. It's about making a conscious choice to not let others' indifference dictate your happiness. By focusing on the good, you're not just surviving, you're thriving. It's natural to feel hurt when faced with rejection. Your first instinct might be to react, to let those emotions flow unchecked. However, one of the most empowering things you can do in such moments is to stay calm. It's not about suppressing your feelings, but about understanding them. Take a moment to think, why does this rejection bother you so much? More often than not, it's not the rejection itself that stings, but rather the doubts and insecurities it brings to the surface. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor and philosopher, once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This is incredibly relevant here. When faced with rejection, it's crucial to remember that your reaction is within your control, even if the rejection itself is not. By choosing to respond with calmness and composure, you're demonstrating great strength of character. It's also important to stay polite and kind. When you keep your cool and treat others with respect, even those who have rejected you, you're showing that your happiness and sense of self-worth are not tied to others' opinions. This doesn't mean you're not affected by rejection. It simply means you're choosing not to let it control you. As Socrates wisely put it, strong minds discuss ideas, average minds discuss events, weak minds discuss people. Focus on ideas and actions, not on dwelling over the event of rejection or the people involved. This approach aligns with the principles of Stoicism, which teaches us to focus on our own actions and attitudes rather than external events. It's about realizing that the only true power you have is over your own reactions and emotions. Remember, maintaining your composure in the face of rejection is a sign of emotional maturity and inner strength. It shows that your happiness and self-esteem are not dependent on how others perceive you. By keeping your cool, you're taking a powerful stand for yourself, affirming that you are in control of your emotions and ultimately your life. Facing rejection can be tough, like a heavy weight on your heart that consumes your thoughts if you let it. However, it's crucial to remember that being rejected doesn't define who you are or your worth as a person. Instead of letting the hurt take over, See it as an opportunity for personal growth and self-improvement. When you're feeling down because of rejection, channel that energy into something positive. Start a new hobby that you've always been interested in but never had the time for. Hobbies not only distract you from negative thoughts, but also help you discover new passions and skills. Or dive into a good book. Books can transport you to different worlds, offer new perspectives, and provide comfort and guidance. Another great way to overcome the hurt of rejection is by getting involved in community projects. Volunteering your time for a good cause can shift your focus from your own problems to helping others. This act of giving not only brings a sense of fulfillment, but also connects you with others, reminding you that you're valued and appreciated. Surrounding yourself with positive people is equally important. Spend time with friends and family who uplift you and remind you of your worth. These are the people who will support you, encourage you, and help you see that one rejection is not the end of the world. As the famous philosopher Aristotle once said, "The whole is greater than the sum of its parts." Your life is much more than one single experience of rejection. It's a collection of many experiences, relationships, and successes. Remember, rejection doesn't define your worth. Your value as a person is not diminished by someone's inability to see it. Use this experience as a stepping stone to better yourself, to explore new interests, and to strengthen your relationships. Letting go of the hurt isn't easy, but it's a crucial step in moving forward and finding happiness again. Being overlooked or undervalued can be disheartening, but it's important to see this as an opportunity rather than a setback. It's your chance to show what you're made of. When faced with a no, remember that it's not a stop sign, it's a detour sign, guiding you toward a path where you can truly shine. This is a time to focus on your strengths and talents, to put them into action in a way that they can't be ignored. Working on a project that highlights your skills is a great way to demonstrate your worth. It could be anything from a personal project that you're passionate about to something that benefits your community or workplace. The key is to choose something that you're good at and enjoy doing. When you pour your heart and effort into a project like this, it not only shows others what you're capable of, but also reminds you of your own abilities and worth. Every no you encounter is actually redirecting you to a place where you can be more appreciated and where your talents can be put to better use. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher, believed in the power of turning obstacles into opportunities. He said the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. So when you're overlooked, it's not a barrier, it's an invitation to find a new way to showcase your abilities. Remember, your worth is not determined by how many times you're chosen by others. It's determined by how you choose to respond to those moments. Use every rejection as a stepping stone to build a stronger, more resilient version of yourself. As Plato wisely pointed out, the first and greatest victory is to conquer yourself. By focusing on your strengths and persevering in the face of rejection, you are achieving exactly that, a personal victory that no one can take away from you. When you feel ignored or overlooked, it might seem natural to want to speak up louder, to make yourself heard. But sometimes the most powerful response is actually no response at all, silence. When used wisely, silence can be a profound tool, speaking volumes without saying a word. It allows you to redirect your energy and focus from seeking external validation to nurturing your own goals and aspirations. Embracing silence in the face of being ignored isn't about being passive. It's about making a conscious choice to not let someone else's lack of attention dictate your actions or emotions. This form of non-reaction is a practice in self-control and inner strength. As the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius once said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injustice." By choosing silence, you are choosing not to engage in a battle for attention, showing that you are above such conflicts. Moreover, focusing on yourself and your own goals during these times is crucial. Redirect the energy you might have spent on trying to get noticed into something more productive. Work on personal projects, set new goals, or develop new skills. This shift in focus is not just a distraction, but a meaningful way to grow and improve yourself. Your silence can also be a form of powerful communication. It sends a message that you are not easily shaken or in need of others' approval to validate your worth. This can be more impactful than any words you might say. Remember, as the ancient philosopher Plato noted, "Wise men speak because they have something to say. fools because they have to say something. In choosing silence, you are choosing wisdom. When you face rejection, it's easy to feel defeated. But what if you could turn that rejection into your greatest source of motivation? Instead of letting it bring you down, use it as fuel to propel you forward. This is about proving them wrong, not through words, but through actions. Show your worth by taking positive steps to improve yourself or to try new things. Improving a skill is a great way to start. Maybe there's something you've always wanted to be better at, or a new skill you've been interested in learning. Now is the perfect time to focus on that. It could be something related to your career, a creative hobby, or even a physical activity. The goal here isn't just to become better at something, but also to show yourself that you can rise above rejection and come out stronger on the other side. Trying something new can also be incredibly rewarding. Stepping out of your comfort zone and embracing new experiences can lead to personal growth and self-discovery. It's about expanding your horizons and showing that you're not limited by others' perceptions of you. This act of venturing into the unknown can be a powerful statement of your resilience and adaptability. Letting your actions speak for you is a key principle in showing your worth. It's not about loudly declaring your abilities or arguing against the rejection. It's about quietly and confidently demonstrating your capabilities through what you do. As the ancient Greek philosopher Aristotle said, "We are what we repeatedly do." Excellence, then, is not an act but a habit. By consistently working on yourself and embracing new challenges, you're not just proving them wrong, you're building a habit of excellence. Remember, rejection is just one moment in time. It doesn't define you or your future. Use it as a catalyst to push yourself to new heights. As Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic philosopher, reminds us, the obstacle in the path becomes the path. Never forget, within every obstacle is an opportunity to improve our condition. Every rejection is an opportunity to improve, to grow, and to ultimately show the world and yourself just how much you're capable of achieving. When you're dealing with the sting of rejection, one of the most effective ways to lift your spirits is by simply having fun. It might seem counterintuitive, but engaging in activities that bring you joy is a powerful way to counteract negative feelings. Whether it's joining a club, trying out a new sport, or just hanging out with friends, these activities can provide a much-needed distraction and a boost to your mood. The beauty of having fun lies in its simplicity and the immediate impact it can have on your well-being. Joining a club, for instance, is not just about the activity itself, but also about the social connections and sense of belonging it can foster. Trying a new sport can challenge you physically and mentally, providing a sense of accomplishment and a boost to your self-esteem. And there's nothing quite like spending time with friends to remind you of the love and support that surrounds you. Engaging in enjoyable activities can shift your focus from what's going wrong to what's going right in your life.